slept in weeks. Rolling, 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 we ain't slept in weeks. Rolling, 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 we ain't slept in weeks. Rolling, 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 we ain't slept in weeks.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Skinny. Hey man, we having a great show today.
Oh,
I told you it was gonna be a great show. We got some topics for you now. We got being your child's best friend. I heard you's your child's best friend.
Who?
You.
Yeah, I am. It's about as best as they gonna get. Best friend. Let me tell you something. I'm all for us getting close to our children. You know, we need that. Okay. Mothers need to be very close to their children, especially their daughters, because they're bringing them up. Young men need to be very close to their fathers because that's where the rearing comes from. You know, but there's a difference between parenting and friendship.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but a friend looks out for you, gives you the hookup. That's what society says is a friend. Someone who's there for you when you need them and how you need them. Okay. But as a child doesn't know how they need a friend.
Exactly.
They don't know what they need, how they need it, or when they need it. But that is our jobs as parents. We are expected to bring them up, teach them what they need to know. There's no way I'm going to tell anyone that I am my child's best friend. No, I'm their parent. And I love them, and it's like, it's a different level. Friendship is here. Parenting is here. It encompasses everything. That's how I see it.
It's for life, and it's for life.
Yes.
I don't care if you, I'm 70 and my child 50. I'm still a parent.
That's right.
You know,
That's
still
right.
a parent. I might can't get the belt around as fast. I'm still a parent. I might have to. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
You know, like your friend, we can go out and be like, man, I had a bad day, man. You want a glass of wine, you know what I mean, and do. What if your 10-year-old child be like, since we best friends, hey dad, you want to smoke a cigarette today? You're going to be like, what the, you know, that's where the friendship done went left. So that's why it's bad when I see parents be like, yeah, me and my child are best friends, or the child be like, yeah, me and my mom and dad are best friends. My daughter or my son would never be a friend of mine.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
They'll never be a friend of mine. I'm going to always be dad. You know what I mean? And because I think when you stop being dad and become Curtis the best friend,
that's right.
You put them in a bad situation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because then they feel, well, I can do this, I can do that, right? Nah.
No, you can't.
No.
You know this. You know, and think of it this way: as an adult, think of your child. You yourself, you're an adult. Let's just, for argument's sake, assume you're a single parent. And maybe you're dating or you go out on a date. Are you going to come home and tell the intimate details of a date for the child? No, that's not acceptable. Those are the things that we're discussing today. Now, of course, if you're older and your child is 25, 30 years old, there may be a little something different there. Maybe actually at that point they have a little bit more awareness. Certain things you may discuss, certain things you may not. But it still does not label a friendship. It labels a certain relationship, a special relationship you have with the child, not a friendship. There's something totally different about that. See, a parent's responsibility is to hold their children accountable.
Yep.
You have to hold them accountable. You have to teach them and reprimand them as necessary. I can't reprimand you. You're my friend. Exactly. Who am I to reprimand you? That's the difference, and that's what we got to look at.
Yeah, so true. And you're right, because you definitely not gonna come and tell your child what y'all did while y'all was out. And you don't want to know. Well, you want to know what your child was doing, but parents, believe me, some of the stories I have heard, me and my wife have heard, having our foundation here in Atlanta, some of these kids are more advanced than me. Ooh. And I'm like, oh, okay, for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Your mom and dad know they're gonna be mad at you. They're gonna be mad at you, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so you don't wanna. My child ain't finna come here and be like, yeah, Dad, let me tell you how this party, man. Man, we was throwing them back, man. We was smoking, Dad. It was the bomb. I'm like, oh, yeah, get out.
Get out right now.
Get out right now.
There was a lady I knew some years ago who used to say those things. She used to say, you know, my son, you know, was smoking marijuana with me.
Wow.
That's what the statement she made. My son smokes marijuana with me. And I literally said to her, like, are you serious? Why would you do that? And she said, well, you know what? As wild as he is, I know he'll probably go out in the street and smoke it. So you know what? At least he's smoking it at home with me and I know where he is. And I literally was like devastated. This is the same woman who said that he was having sex. And this boy was only 13 at the time. He was having sex with girls. And she would tell the story laughing. This is a mother.
Wow.
Okay? Laughing at, you know, the things that her son was doing she thought was hilarious. And it devastated me. It devastated me. But again, you're talking about parenting or friendship. Which one do you want?
I would hope they would want to parent the child and lead their child in the right direction. You know what I mean? Especially when God, our Father, has commissioned us to have kids. You know what I mean? So it's our responsibility to lead those child in the ways that they should go.
That's right.
And but like remember we had on a few shows back who said some of the parents are so young now and they feel like I missed out on my partying, I missed out on this, I missed out on that, so I could do this in front of my child. I could have Joe Blow to come over here. Or I can date from the male perspective. I could date multiple women. Let my son see me do this because it's showing that Dad's a player.
Yeah.
No, Dad is a fool.
A true fool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you do stuff like that in front of your child, believe it or not, your child over time, they might look at it as exciting at first, then they start losing respect for you. Yeah. And when a person loses respect for you, if you can get it back, if you can ever get it back, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so.
You know, there are young men and young women out there today that will tell you, I wish my mom was my best friend. Mm-hmm. But what they're really saying is that I want a parent. Mm-hmm. They want a parent. And I've seen young men and women who have seen me with my kids being a parent. Coming down on them when necessary, loving on them other times. And they want that. If they're not getting it at home, they want that. Can I come over and hang out with you guys? Can I come over to your house, Mr. Craig, and hang with you guys? Is it okay? Because kids want that. To them, that says, I love you. If you're going to raise me and teach me and reprimand me when I'm wrong, I want that. Kids, some kids today, they don't know what they want. But we as parents are expected to raise them in the way that they should go. Exactly. Teach them what they need to know. They don't know. Exactly. They're in a world that they have not even experienced yet. That's what we're here for. We're not here to say, you know, or I'm your best friend, you know, who is it that you don't like today, and who you having trouble with at school, and you should beat that girl up, you know, you should punch that joke in the face. I mean, what kind of parents would we be if we chose to take parenting out of being a parent and say, you know what, I am biologically the surrogate parent to this child, but I am the best friend. That's who I am. Oh, come on, man. That's some punk stuff.
Yes, it is.
You ask me.
Yes, it is. You're absolutely right on that, man.
Yes, sir.